Hello people, another beautiful day. Yeah, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Let's do this. So, the Xbox Series S is getting its own portable screen. It's going to be the size of the Xbox Series S, the same length and the same width. So it's like a laptop. It's going to close like this. Let's close right down on the Xbox Series S. This was funded by Kickstarter. Listen to this. It says Xbox Series S X screen. It's called the X screen. Peripheral funded on Kickstarter almost immediately. The Kickstarter campaign for the X screen Xbox Series S monitor accessory crosses its initial goal on its first day and continues to climb. That means a lot of people have the Xbox Series S, not the X. But it would be funny to see if they could make a screen for the Xbox Series X. Anyway, so look, it says here, the Xbox Series S console may not have the appearance of an on-the-go device, but the entrepreneurial gamer have decided that isn't going to hold them back. In early June, a company named Game Inc. Revealed plans to launch a Kickstarter transforming the Xbox Series S console into a laptop-like platform with what it called the X screen. The X screen Kickstarter launched just yesterday, but it's already a success. Within an hour, the campaign crosses its surprisingly low goal, just $9,739. As of midday Wednesday, the X screen for the Xbox Series X Kickstarter project has brought in over $25,000 from over 170 backers. That stems from around 80 backers who pledge at the super early bird level of around $187.68. Pledge $1 as they already pre-ordered the X screen prior to the launch of the Kickstarter, and thousands of dollars that appear to have been contributed without being attached to a product or in addition to a product standard pricing. And it says here, breaking the $25,000 is obviously not a difficult to believe threshold when Kickstarter for the video game and board games are being in hundreds of thousands of dollars. $25,000 seems like a somewhat modest sum. It's important to keep in mind the scale of these projects. However, not only is around $200 a lot to ask for a relative niche pitch of hardware, but this small business is ultimately responsible for manufacturing every single one of these pieces of hardware on its own. That's already over 125 X screen purchased. So it says here that also important to keep in mind that also important to keep in mind is that the X screen Kickstarter campaign is only just beginning. There are still 29 days left for the X screen project to bring in more supporters and funding. Given its quickly success, there's a high chance it raises significant more funds by the end of July. Given that the X screen project is relying heavily on word of mouth to share news about the projects, it could even scale up significantly in support in the weeks to come. It is somewhat limited by availability of the Xbox Series S. However, it says the X screen is overall just a very simple, fun idea, which may be why there's a good wave of interest. It's an 11.6-inch screen supporting 1080p resolution on a 60 Hz refresh rate. It slots into the back of the console Series S and is launched on that is launched on so that it can fall off. It still requires power, but otherwise needs no additional cable. As such, Xbox Series S owners can take the device anywhere there's a power source ready. So that means they can take it out probably like anywhere, probably out camping too, or you can bring like one of them little generators with an APC and be out in the woods playing. Anyway, it says here the source of the screen as a small Kickstarter project is going to start a very interesting conversation going forward. Given the success of the Nintendo Switch, there's only clearly still demand for a gaming device that aren't tethered to a single room television. Perhaps the team at Xbox might see the X screen as a prototype for what could be. And that's that. So I'm gonna leave a link with the video in the description box so you can see it, but plus the article. And this is it was only a matter of time before this happened, because when you look at the Xbox Series S, it looks like a little stove that you put your frying pan on and get some oil and some eggs and scramble some eggs or cook some food. But based on the size of the Xbox Series S, it was only a matter of time before somebody decided to make a screen for it. You know, and same length, same width, and you can take it on the go with you. You know, so you know you can probably take your Xbox Series S if you're in college, wherever you're at out there in the world. You know, as long as you can find a power source, you know, you can sit there and play it for a while. You know, so this is a good idea. I think it needs one anyway. Now it's gonna be funny to see if they can make one for the like a screen for the Xbox Series S. I mean Series X. That's gonna be funny. It's gonna be interesting to see if they could do it, because I don't think the Xbox Series X is probably it's probably not like wider like the Series S. Probably gonna be a little bit smaller, but it's gonna be interesting to see if they can do it. But this right here, based on the picture shot I seen that I'm looking at right now, looks pretty good. And based on the video that I just watched, oh yeah, Xbox Series S is looking pretty good. Anyway, man, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box with this article so y'all can look at it. Nice talking to you people again. Chris. Still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Aboard the dark side. I'm gone. Peace. Oh.